Are you thinking about relocating to Charlotte to retire? Or are you thinking about moving into a 55 and plus retirement or active adult community here in Charlotte? Or have you even thought about it? Now, there are some real pros and cons of living in a 55 plus community or active adult communities just in general. So before you do anything else, stay tuned, because today I am going to break down the pros and cons of living in a 55 plus active adult community that no one else is saying. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Angel Mercer. If you're new here, I'm a local realtor here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And those of you who already know me, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're back. Every week, people reach out to me who are thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to Charlotte. So if that happens to be you, I would love to help. You can call or text me directly at 980-263-632, or just go ahead and check the description box below for how to get in touch with me. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos about Charlotte every week. Now let's dive in. Pro number one of living in a 55 plus active adult community. It's the resort style amenities. So the reason why 55 plus communities are called active adult is because there's so many resort style amenities to keep active. Most of them offer a resort-like environment with a clubhouse equipped with kitchens, seating for gatherings, patios for community gatherings, HOA meetings and seasonal parties, pools, and even fitness centers. And then a lot of them, you get tennis, pickleball courts, bocce courts, gaming room. You got biking and walking trails, and communities near lakes offer kayaking and canoeing for residents. And some bigger communities also have golf courses. Some communities here have a lifestyle director that organizes field trips and community events outside of the community. The trips lifestyle director plan trips to grocery stores, malls, other hangout spots, nearby attractions, etc. So if you don't want to mow your lawn or upkeep your yard anymore, in a typical community, homeowners take care of their own lawns, shrubs, trees, and other exterior maintenance. Whereas in a homeowners in a 55 and plus community, they don't have to worry about cutting the grass or other outside maintenance. And then taxes are the same as the entire jurisdiction. And sometimes people may think that taxes may be higher, but here in Charlotte, the taxes are the same as the entire jurisdiction of the community or county you're in or city. Now, there is a con to the resort style amenities, is that you will have to pay more for those same amenities. These amenities are included in the monthly HOA dues. The HOA dues in most 55 plus communities in North Carolina, specifically 55 plus communities in Charlotte, North Carolina, are high. They run anywhere from $250 to $350 a month in the greater Charlotte area. Now, HOA dues are higher than a standard community because they include your yard, like I mentioned earlier, and some communities also include water, cable, and then the club memberships in the monthly HOA. That high HOA fee could possibly price you out of the community, because if you need to finance your mortgage and you need to stay at a certain price point, then that additional $250 or $300 on top of homeowners insurance can increase that mortgage amount quickly. So that's something you just want to also keep in mind about the amenities being so much in a 55 and older community. Another con is that you may not want to use any of the services anymore, but you have to still pay for it. And keep in mind that the HOA fee can also still increase. So just also be aware of a special assessment in an age-restricted community operates similarly to one in a general HOA, homeowners association HOA. It essentially is an extra fee levied on residents in addition to their regular HOA dues or assessment. So this fee is collected when a community needs to cover expenses that exceed the funds available in their regular operating budget or reserves, or like, for instance, that could be used for repairs, maintenance, general renovations, or upgrades in the community, and many other things. So another con to the resort style amenities is that they could feel like more of a burden and pressure to participate in the groups or activities, or they may not align with your interests. Like, for instance, you might prefer a quieter lifestyle, or you could possibly feel left out if you can't take part in any of the activities. And finally, another con about the resort style amenities, you want to make sure you read your covenants, conditions, and restrictions and guidelines for the community and HOA documents. just to check all the restrictions, because with 55 and over communities, it can be very strict compared to a non-55 and older community. It may have rules that you were not aware of until you get there. But that's something I can help you go through and get a hold of so you'll know exactly what you're getting. So pro number 2 of living in the 55 and older active adult community, there are more single story options. So many 55 plus communities were built and maintained with older adults in mind. Of course, a common asset among all these floor plans and those available from most 55 plus communities are that they are single story homes or 1.5 story homes, which have more livable square footage, which reduces the risk of falling. So that means you have more single story options. Now, as opposed to 2 level and 1 level mixing in, taking up the design styles to choose from. So most of your living can be downstairs with an option to add more living on 2nd level if you choose to. Now, the con to a 55 and older adult community, the downside to single stories is that there could be smaller homes. Most homes in 55 plus communities could be designed for 2 adults primarily because they are designed for residents who are downsizing. So while these communities offer a range of sizes, the housing options focus on efficiency, convenience, and low maintenance to live comfortably. And they also tend to be smaller than the homes in standard communities because of this. Even though not all communities have smaller floor plans, like the Pines at Sugar Creek in South Charlotte that I did a video on last week, they offer a wide range of options. Most floor plans offer ample space for entertaining, but could possibly be a challenge if there are larger groups of guests who want to come and stay and hang out. Now, pro number 3 of living in a 55 and over active adult community, they're near medical facilities, activities, stores, dining, shopping. We are here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's an ideal location for 55 plus communities. There's a lot of 55 plus communities here. Now, the concept of 55 living was developed for the convenience of residents who are over 55 years old, of course. Even though these communities can be found in all 50 states, the greatest majority is located in a place where there is pleasant weather, near medical facilities, shopping centers, and airports. Now, some of them may even be within a short drive to hospitals and doctor's offices. And then the convenience and the opportunity to maintain a social, active lifestyle to provide peace of mind. So if you're searching for a 55 and over active adult community, Charlotte is a perfect metro area just for that. We have 2 of the largest hospitality service providers, that's Novant Health and Atrium Health. So we are known for our weather here and our livability and our ease of life because of all the convenience we have. Now, so the con for that is some active adult communities or 55 plus communities do not provide healthcare services of any kind as part of the monthly HOA fees. These communities are not retirement centers or assisted living facilities. So basically 55 plus communities would fall under the same category as aging at home. Some of them do provide healthcare services, and if they do, there could be an extra fee incurred for those services outside of the HOA fee. Pro number 4 of living in a 55 and over active adult community. So if you are looking forward to having an age restriction in your neighborhood, then the 55 and over community is ideal for you. These communities must follow that Housing for Older Persons Act guidelines, which mandate that at least 80% of the units must be occupied by at least one person 55 or older, and the remaining units can be occupied by individuals over 19. Whenever we go over to a community, some of my buyer clients, the sales agents always ask, who over here is over 55? We got to make sure you're over 55. Nobody can be here under the age of 19. In some communities, you can still come and enjoy the amenities and stay for a set period of time, but just be sure to check your HOA for specifics around that parameter with age. So the con of this, and because of this age restriction, there can be no age diversity, of course. So since active adult communities usually require a minimum of one person in the residence to be at least 55 years old, there is a lack of age diversity within that HOA community, and it may prohibit some of these things. Some communities have restrictions on younger family members residing in the community, which can be a concern. Another con is something that one of my buyers experience is that this will not allow owners to pass the home to the child right away unless the child is 55 and older. So if that's your plan to build generational legacy and pass down your home, that's something you won't be able to do unless your child is 55. Now, the restriction can make it more challenging to also sell in a community like this compared to a traditional neighborhood. The pool of potential buyers is much smaller, so it potentially leads to longer selling times, unless you have a good agent to help market the property so it can get sold. Now, I hope I gave you some things to think about, and I hope it helped you make a decision to live or not to live in an active adult retirement community. Either way, here are some tips for choosing an active adult community. You want to prioritize location, decide whether you want to stay in a familiar neighborhood or explore a new city. Now, consider if you're ready for a change in climate or scenery that suits your taste. If travel and having visitors are important to you, think about the distance to the nearest airport, especially if you're moving to a different region. Once you've identified your ideal location, you can start your search for active adult communities for that specific area. Now, you want to also consider your lifestyle needs. Consider whether you truly need amenities like a golf course, if you've never played golf, or if a smaller floor plan would suit you better. While a stylish apartment is nice, the lifestyle matters the most. So take the time to explore whether the communities you're interested in align with your lifestyle goals, just in general, beyond surface level features like new appliances in a white kitchen. Then you're also gonna wanna talk to residents to get to know them by spending time in the community. If you feel that a community is hesitant to let you connect with its residents, take it as a sign that it may not fit you. So community events offer a great opportunity to gauge the atmosphere and meet current residents. And then you want to inquire about any events you could attend to learn more about the community. Make sure you read the community guidelines, familiarize yourself with the community guidelines. It's important to read these rules thoroughly to make sure your potential new home suits your desired lifestyle. These guidelines help maintain a pleasant living environment for all residents and set standards for amenities and maintenance. So you want to ask for a copy of the bylaws or rules that might affect your lifestyle choices. And then you want to just know your budget. You want to be aware of what your price point is that you need to stay within if you're financing. And just don't forget to include that HOA or community fees, which usually amount to a few $100s monthly. Now, just make sure you have a clear understanding of what these fees cover as well. And then you want to make sure you visit multiple communities, visit different ones, and compare their residences, amenities, programs, classes, and overall culture. In general, you just want to assess whether you believe you'll fit in or not and feel comfortable and have ample activities to engage in. And that's something I can also help guide you on as well. If you need help or if you have more questions, please feel free to call me. This is where I come in and I can help you the most. I will be here to help you each step of the way to make decisions that fit your lifestyle. I specialize in holding your hand and educating you each step of the way. Would you like to know more about these 55 and over communities here? Are there any questions you still have about living in one? Please just text or call me at 980-263-9632. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if this is the kind of value-driven content you love. I'm Angel Mercer signing off, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.